Hello to all my followers. In this video you will see how I repaired my Volkswagen Passat remote control. I had to change the remote control buttons used for locking and unlocking the car. They are soldered on the PCB board of the remote control. Because of them, I could no longer lock or unlock the car. Enjoy watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share the videos. The remote control problem was the following. The lock and unlock buttons only worked if I was very close to the car with the remote control and I had to push them several times to unlock or lock the car. In the end, they didn't work at all. I had to unlock and lock the car manually, with the key. The button for unlocking the trunk worked properly. To change the buttons, I had to disassemble the remote control. To release the key, I pressed this little button and pulled the key. I pressed the key release button from the side until I heard a click. After that, I detached the back cover of the remote control by forcing the cover off the remote control body with my thumb. I removed the CR2032 battery. The hardest part followed, at least for me. The white plastic is glued to the front cover of the remote control. The glue is placed on the sides, in the places indicated with the tweezers in the video. To detach the two components, I inserted the screwdriver. In the lower part, on the side, I made a lever on the cover and pressed hard to detach the white plastic. I put a little isopropyl alcohol to facilitate the dissolution of the adhesive. I did the same on the other side. I made a lever with a screwdriver on the black cover of the remote control, and with the tip of the screwdriver I lifted the white plastic. After detaching the white plastic in the lower part and on the sides, the plastic remained glued only to the upper part of the remote control. I lifted the white component until it was completely detached from the front cover of the remote control. Here you can see the hardened adhesive which was left on the remote control cover. The adhesive residues must be cleaned very well to facilitate the gluing of the remote control cover after replacing the buttons. On the central component of the remote control there is a gasket and the ID48 transponder. I cleaned the adhesive residues from all the components to glue them properly when I assembled the remote control. If the entire remote control is replaced, the transponder must be moved to the new remote control, otherwise, the car will not start because of the immobilizer. I removed the PCB board from the top cover of the remote control. On the board there are 3 buttons with 4 pins each. I tested each button when pressed, and the 2 buttons for locking and unlocking did not work properly. When I pushed the button for the tailgate I could hear a click, but not for the other 2. I bought several buttons from AliExpress.com, which have the size of the original ones, with a height of 1.6 to 1.7 millimeters. I used flux to remove the buttons from the PCB board. The temperature of the soldering station should not be set too high because there is a risk of desoldering other components on the other side of the PCB board. The hot air soldering station is not used for soldering the new buttons. I need to use the iron, as I said, because the components on the other side of the PCB can be desoldered. Due to the high temperature, a capacitor came off, which I soldered back with the iron. If components are desoldered, there is a risk of them being lost or damaged. After I soldered the new buttons, I cleaned the board with isopropyl alcohol. I put the PCB board back in the remote control cover. I tested the mechanical and electrical operation of the buttons by pressing them after assembling the white plastic on the remote control cover. I slightly tighten the strips that make contact with the battery poles. In certain situations, the strips weaken and the remote control does not work. In this case, the LED that indicates the functioning of the buttons does not light up. After cleaning the last remnants of glue, I put the PCB board on the remote control cover. I put super glue on the edge of the black cover to stick it to the central component, where the transponder is located. After attaching the two components, I held down firmly to facilitate proper bonding. I put the battery back in. I stapled the bottom cover of the remote control. Finally, I put back the metal cover and the remote control key. I tested the remote control, and as you can see in the video, it works from a fairly large distance from the car. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate the clip. If the information in my videos was helpful to you, you can use the thanks button, the heart-shaped one below the video, or subscribe to my Patreon page. See you next time.